This movie's pretty fun. It's it's definitely aged due to the fact it's got something, it was a very common trope in the 2010s. I'll talk about that later. It's been on my Peacock list for probably at least 2 years, and I finally decided to watch it a few months ago. And it was really fun. It's about these carpet fitters that get hired to, do carpet. And the people they're hired to do it for are cannibals. It's a very interesting thing. Two of them could have got out of it pretty easily, but they did not, unfortunately. Because they go at separate times, I guess they didn't know how many workers were getting sent there. Um, because two workers get sent there, they kill one of them. The other one puts up an amazing fight scene. I literally didn't know if she was going to win or not. She does end up winning, but she gets killed right after. Well, not right after. She does fight back a lot. Again, she's a really fun character. And the way she dies is so sad but funny at the same time. She escapes from the trap door that she had got thrown in after she had killed one of the cannibals. Um, and she tries to get in the car and leave with them, but one of the carpet fitters really wants his tools back because they're expensive. And she ends up caving in and she's like, fuck, I'll buy you all the tools you want. Just get us out of here. And then she gets shot in the face with an arrow. Very unfortunate for her. Um, a lot of the deaths in this movie are very sudden, so you just can't expect when people are gonna die. Some of them are more drawn out, like typical horror movies, but a lot of them just come out of nowhere, so you never know when someone's gonna die. I really appreciate that. Um, but let's get to the point I was talking about. Two carpet fitters end up showing up later because they're just kind of screwing around so they don't have to do the job. The later they get there, obviously, the less carpet they got to do because there's other people doing the carpet. When they get there, one of them has to go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, and for some reason, there is a finger in the toilet, and he like goes down the stairs as slowly as possible and then sits down at the table and starts telling him about how there was a finger in the toilet. You think you would be a bit faster about that, and that would not be your reaction to literally sit down at the table of the cannibals to talk about the situation. But apparently, that's what this guy does. Very weird, in my opinion. Um, the guy ends up eating a pie, the other guy, and there's a nipple in it, and then that's when they decide to leave. Should have just listened to his friend about the finger in the toilet. And then, they go and save the girl, and then that's when she dies. They end up fighting, and they also have this, I think it's an intern, he's usually in the back of the van, so we don't see him most of the movie. He ends up fighting off some cannibals too. All the cannibals look different, but the same. And I really like their designs. My favorite one is the dude with the bowl cut. He's something else. He ends up getting killed too. The mom is in on it. We had got that revealed in the opening scene when two random people got killed. And the movie ends with them presumably killing all the cannibals, and they sneak through like a back door. Besides like two of them, the mom and one that was being hidden in the basement. We never get explained to why he's in the basement. Maybe he's more violent than the others. Um, yeah, so they go through another door, but there's like some kids that see them and are like, oh shit, we don't recognize them. They're not cannibals like us. And then it's revealed that like this place is full of cannibals. Like it wasn't just this one family there. Um, just insane. And then they do a callback to an earlier scene in the movie, because the bigger dude, his wife had left him, and his friend comforts him by telling him carpet fitters never cry. And then they fight, and the movie ends. It does the typical 2000s horror movie cliche that you don't know if they're going to win or not. I don't think they did. There was way too many, and they barely could deal with the ones that they did fight. But, you know, maybe they did survive.